Well, g'day guys. Welcome to our very first, team training here with Jeff Ross. And so for those of you who don't know me, I'm an amazing father. Nah, toot my own horn there for a second. I'm a father of three boys who are amazing, and I'm known as the Caffedator Kangaroo, bouncing down here from Tasmania, Australia. I'm a 16-year veteran in this space, $1 million earner, but this is not about me. I just wanted to share that, to share with you that you're in the space here with wisdom, experience. And I love teaching people. I'm obsessed with it. I get into the network marketing game so I could be in this position, not to go make money. Like the money parts, that's cool. Like, of course we're making money, but for me, there's something deeper. And it's about locking arms with people like you to go run with you, to build you, to be a leader. And that's going to be the theme of today's training, right? We're all leaders. We're all somebody's guide. And that's where we need to position ourselves with our attraction marketing to be a influencer. John Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And the best form of sales, the best form of team building, the best form of network marketing is learning how to become a leader. And I remember one of my mentors way back 10 years ago said, Jeff, you need to become the leader that you wish that you had. And that's going to be my encouragement for each and every one of you. I know we've got people here who are seasoned pros at this game. And I know we've got people here who are just getting started. Now, I used to totally suck at this game. I used to be that person who would go in for the kiss too early, who would rush in and go blah, 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 blah. Direct pitch, links fed, right? And I actually started my coaching business off the back of I wanted to help empower and equip people so they didn't have to do that they could leverage attraction marketing, that they could leverage simple duplicatable systems. And so that's why I do what I do. And I'm so blessed and privileged to be on this journey with you all with StreamPro. This is one of the most funnest, simplest products I've seen in my 16 years being here. And who doesn't love to, get entertained? It's a mainstream product. It just makes sense, right? Everybody's already doing it anyway. So we're not having to convince or compel or, trying to, pull teeth out to get people across the line. All this is putting the right product in front of the right people at the right time. It's either yes or it's a no. Let's run, let's go. So that's what I want to talk to you quickly before we dive into some attraction marketing. So today's training, we're going to talk about mindset. We're going to talk about attraction marketing. And I'm going to give you an overview of our very 5-step, easy, simple, duplicatable recruitment system. But mindset, right? We've got to come from a space of be, do, have. Because the actions that we do don't actually change. What changes our internal energy, what changes in our spirit is our mindset. And this is the thing, right? People follow leaders. So you got to learn how to communicate. You got to learn how to be a leader and a promoter and all of that. But you're in the right place because we've got some amazing trainers. We've got some amazing people with wisdom in this space to be able to support you on this journey. So just know if you're new to this journey, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you're feeling a bit frustrated, just know we've got a safe space here for you to grow. And that's my heart, for you to grow, to be seen, valued, heard, known, ultimately loved. So really attraction marketing, network marketing, it all comes from being magnetic. I don't talk about the law of attraction. I talk about the law of vibration. I talked about the law of magnetism. Because like attracts like. You get two magnets together, what happens? They connect. You flip the magnet around or you do whatever, they repel. And that's what we got to do. That's how we're going to show up. So we're going to show up as being magnetic. We're going to show up as being people that provide value. And we're human first. And we're here to build relationships. I get the urgency. I get the lack of the scarcity mindset conversation that's going on in the back of your head. I built my business off the back of a disability pension. I've had to conquer these demons too. But when you can, what's the saying, right? When you can marry the process and divorce the outcome, and you can just go follow the system and go talk to as many people as you can, focused on building relationships and being a detective and being a solution creator, then you've got this mastered, right? And then that's that mastery part. People give up way too early in this space. Do you know how many people I've spoken to bring in 27 people into StreamPro over the last 10 days? 343 people. And so I've used attraction marketing to bring probably 100 of those people to me. But I've also been in contact with a few of my warm circle of influence. And I've started asking questions. I haven't pitched. I've qualified and invited before I put the right product in front of the right people. So let's talk about attraction marketing. I want to share some 3 actionable tips. We'll get into technical and, look over my shoulder today. Today's more about just getting you in the game. Excuse me. So I want to talk about personal branding. I'm a big advocate that in today's world, we all need to stop being just ambassadors. We need to go build our personal brand because people will buy and do business because of you, right? So in social media world, we need to lead without the front. I'm a big believer in, multiple products on our shelf. Now, the thing that stops people getting confused, right? Because a confused mind will take no action. I'm not a big believer in opportunity hopping just for the sake of hopping from one thing to the next thing to hoping something sticks. I'm all about strategy. I'm all about purpose. I'm all about intent to teach you how to do the same thing, to stand above the crowd, to get out of this noisy world and get people to say, look at you. How can you be of service? How can you be of value to people? So we're going to do some training around this over the coming weeks and help you to define your unique value and help you to be consistent and help you to share authentic, real content. Not just this copy and paste stuff, not just this, blah, blah, blah stuff. Look at me. Hey, come check my stuff out. It's all direct pitching. It's all cloned. It's all just getting lost in the noise, right? There's no wonder you're getting crickets. So over the coming weeks, we're going to teach you how to step up and shine. But the best thing I can teach you right now is don't be all about StreamPro. Be sociable. Be human. Talk about the story. Talk about the excitement. Talk about your friends. Talk about your family. Talk about the trip that you got coming up. I'm going to Japan. And I've a dream trip coming up to Japan from June 17th to 27th. I can't wait to share that with you. See, this is the thing, right? We're all storytellers. And all we're doing here is if you share, if you look at my profile, yes, there's some, promotional content and call to action content, but a lot of it's real about sharing the story. Every lesson, every masterclass, every conversation, every win, every loss, every challenge. It's a part of your hero's journey story. So share that. Let's document more than we promote. That's the tip for attraction marketing. Document and share and invite instead of promote and pitch, right? Let's go into that space where we're sharing our heart and we're being attractive, we're being magnetic, and we're sharing authentic content. Nobody can share your story, only you can. And if you're not sharing your story, I truly believe it's an injustice because your story is not for you to keep. Your story is for someone else's hope, light, joy, love. Like get them out of Sucksville, get them out of Struggleville, help them get to Awesome Town. So just be authentic, just be real. Share your excitement, share your lessons, share your growth, share your story, and engage with your audience. Connect with them on an emotional level. Invite interaction. Don't be, I could put up a post now and have 100 people say, yes, me, Jeff, I want to know more information because I've been a student and I've been consistent and I've shown up daily, multiple times a day to build connection, to build relationship, to build awareness, to build engagement, to build a heart-to-heart connection transfer with you. So when you can go from out the front consistently daily and do that for 3-4 years, then you too will have 100 plus people come to you. But if you're always just clanging if you're just banging the clanging the cymbals, look at me, look at me, look at me, there's no wonder you're getting crickets because you're just like everybody else. So the way you got to step up above the crowd here is to be different, to be unique, to be of value, to be of service. So this is called servant-hearted leadership. And then when you get people to know, like, and trust you, to connect, relate, and resonate with you, when you do put up a Yes Me post, they want to connect with you because you're a leader. So let's all step up and become people of influence. Let's all step up and become people of leaders and lead, right? The best form of sales is to lead. So how do you lead? Well, you've got to get intimate with your people. You got to put yourself out there. You got to be real, raw, authentic, vulnerable. You know, I share a lot of my heartache, but I don't share the drama just for the sake of sharing the drama. I share the struggle and the challenges to help you to relate and connect with me and go, oh, he was like me, but he's now here. How did he get out? That's attractive, right? That's magnetic. And also, Dan Kennedy, like, you know, from the marketing world, the digital marketing world, right? Dan Kennedy is Russell Brunson's protege. I don't know if those names mean anything to you, but I'm in the marketing world. I'm in the media world, and I love listening to other marketing coaches. And Dan Kennedy is a godfather of marketing, direct sales, and he has this saying called mention marketing. When we can leverage other third-party testimonials, that creates credibility. That helps to build trust. So don't always be about your story. Be a floodlight, not a spotlight. Shine the light on your people who are running with you. Shine the light on people who are even on your cross lines, up lines, sidelines. Doesn't really matter, right? You're sharing the testimonies, you're sharing the success stories to build trust. So don't be a spotlight, be a floodlight, and be a hero maker, not just the hero. So 5-step recruitment process. Let's just quickly go through this. I'm going to go through this in more detail over the coming weeks, but just to get you in the game, what I'm doing here and what I teach is step 1, start the conversation. Don't rely on your attraction marketing to start the conversation. It could be as simple as reaching out to your mum, your friends and family, your thousands of people on Facebook. But how do you start a conversation? Well, you start a conversation focusing on initiating meaningful and authentic conversations. Don't go, hey, I found the next best thing by sliced bread. You've got to check this out. Unless you've already got a really respectful, warm relationship. That is the caveat, right? If you haven't spoken to each other for 6 months, check in. Hey, how are you? What's happening with X, Y, Z? Where are you at? What are you working on towards this year? Like, get into that space where you're building rapport and you're building trust, right? And step 2 is qualify and invite. Be a detective. Ask powerful questions. So you can say, hey, look, I'm curious. Do you love to watch Netflix? Yeah, cool. What show are you watching these days? I'm looking for a new show to binge. See what I'm doing? I'm building rapport. We're finding commonality. We're finding places where we can relate, resonate, and connect. And then so once we've got that rapport built, we can then move into the qualify stage. Say, hey, I'm curious. Like, you know, I found myself paying over $100 a month in subscriptions because, you know, the price of entertainment, the price of peace with kids, right? I've stumbled across this opportunity. Before I mention anything about it, I want to know, like, how much are you spending on your subscription services, if you don't mind me asking? Or you can say, are you spending more than $100? Be a detective. Be curious before you invite people to something. You want to qualify them to make sure that they're even a fit. There's no point putting a product in front of someone who's only got one subscription and only spending $10 a month. They're not going to see the value. So slow it down. Be a detective. So then you can be the guide. And if they're only doing one subscription, then you could say, so you could try and flip it. It's going to be harder. The way I like to flip it is hey, I'm curious. Would you be open to learning how to get paid to watch TV? Or I'm curious, like, why have you only got one Netflix account? Is it because of the cost of living and, you know, you can't justify having the best of everything? If I could show you something that could help you to get access to all of the subscriptions all under one thing, would you be open to learning more? See, I don't pitch unless I get a yes. There's nothing wrong with pitching. It's just, where do you place the pitch? And the way I like to place the pitch is normally either in a story or, you know, step 3 here, don't be a tool, use the tools. If you're not sure how to do storytelling pitching, then use the tool. But put the script in front, like copy and paste the script that I've already used with you here to be able to, you know, point people in the right direction. That's all we're doing, right? We're just leading, we're just guiding, we're pointing people in the right direction. We're not here to save or rescue anybody. Stop trying to do that. I used to do that. And then I felt like I used to have to bloody be the dictionary, your encyclopedia equivalent on StreamPro. I needed to know everything and anything about it. Guys, best to be ignorance on fire versus knowledge on ice. And just go into that place of being there to be of service. Don't know the answers? Bring them up to your upline. I reckon that's brilliant, right? Because that's easy to duplicate. Nobody needs to know everything and anything about StreamPro. What you need to do is be the person who qualifies, invites, and then the introducer. Be the inviter. So don't be a tool, use the tools. There's some really powerful tools out there to be leveraged. The less you say, the more you get paid. So all you need to do is step 1, 2, and 3. Start a conversation, qualify, don't, qualify slash invite. Don't be a tool, use the tools. When you get into step 4, that's the follow-up. When people start asking you questions, they're now showing you that they're interested, right? And that's the opportune moment that they've qualified themselves. So that's where I would say you need to get them into a group conversation with your upline. And that's where you'd say, hey, I've just stumbled across this myself 24 hours ago. What I'll do is I'll introduce you to my person who invited me into this, and they'll be able to answer all your questions for you. Would that be okay? Or hang on, let me just go ahead and do that for you. And then I would bring in, say, okay, Molly, meet my guy, Mike. Mike's the guy who's been in this game. I know we're seasoned pros at this. We know this game. But I'm still learning the product myself. So what I'm going to do is to respect your time and energy, I'm going to introduce you to Mike, and Mike's going to be able to answer all your questions for you. Right? And then Mike will jump in and he'll answer all Molly's questions. And when you do that as the inviter, step back. This is my problem. I need to learn how to shut up because I can think I can do it. I can do it. Right? But that's not duplicatable. You got to remember, you got to put the person you're working with first and foremost. You're teaching modeling duplication. Anybody can qualify and invite, right? Not many of us can sell unless you're a master, you're pro at it, you learn to do it. And then that's where people struggle, right? I've been doing this for 16 years, so don't go comparing your level 1 to my level 60. I've mastered the art of communication. I've mastered the art of sales. I've sold everything from timeshare to credit cards to solar power to everything else in between. I'm a sales coach. I love this stuff. I live it, right? I'm obsessed with it. But if you're just getting started, you can qualify, you can invite, yes. So bring them to your person who brought you in. And if they're just you and they don't know the questions, then they'll just keep going in. They'll bring in the right people. Or you can jump to the next tree. If you're 4 or 5 generations down, this is so new, I give you permission to reach out to me, connect with me, and bring me in. And if I still don't know the answers, I'll bring Mike in. This is a team effort. Let's go lock arms. Let's go run together. But that's step 4, right? Is follow up. And my normal question that I love to follow up with people is, hey, did you get a chance to watch all those videos? What do you like best? Is it the product? Is it the opportunity? Or is it both? That question, framed that way, has made millions and millions of dollars of sales, not just for me, but for nearly everybody in this industry. You know where I learned that question from? Fraser Brooks. See, I'm a student too. I go to coaches too. And I really believe that a professional always has a coach in their corner. Right, so follow up. The 5th step is really simple. All the hard work's being done and is enroll. And how do we enroll? We simply ask the question, do you have everything you need? You're ready to run with us? Are you in? Right, and it's the assertiveness. It's the confidence. It's the passion that people will connect with you, right? So if you're struggling in this space, reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's lock arms. Let's go run. And I will be able to help you to discern what is the area you need to work on. Is it strategies? Is it technique? Or is it mindset? Is it belief? Is it your energy level? And I'm here to be of service to you, right? My service style of leadership is servant-hearted leadership. Is to be of service to you, not for you to serve me. I'm not wanting to create a culture here where we've got the rock star celebrity. I'd rather be a floodlight and put the light on you and lift you up. That is the definition of leadership for me. Okay? So thank you very much. We're going to wrap it here today. This is our very first StreamPro team training. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being on this call with me today. If you're watching the replay, wherever you are in the world, let's just go lock arms with this. Let's just go have fun with this. Let's just go put this in front of the right people. Right? We don't need to pitch left, right, and center. We just need to go document more than we pitch, share the story, and invite people to come check it out for themselves. Be of service, be intentional, be purposeful, but be unattached. Right? We're all going to rock and roll with this. I love this new level of the comp plan. You only need 10 people in your team to unlock $250. We've already had Jenny Erickson. We've already had Nolan Quinn. I believe we've got 3 others that are about to hit that rank in the first 10 days of joining us. This comp plan is a very sexy, simple comp plan to help you get paid and promoted. But that aside, the product itself stands alone. It has been standing alone by itself since 2017. They don't need us to go sell this product. They want to bless us to help this product go global and go viral. Right? So this product stands alone. You back that up with a very simple, sexy comp plan that Joshua Phelps has brought in for us. And we go lock arms, we go run, and we go bless a lot of people. That's what I'm about. My mission is to help laptop lifestyle legends transform into, my mission is to help frustrated affiliate network marketers transform into laptop lifestyle legends, teaching them how to make their first $10,000 a month online or more, of course. Never let your minimums be your maximums. So you can become the fun vacation parent fueled by dad jokes, of course, so you can go focus making memories with your family. That's what I'm all about. I jumped onto StreamPro. I'll be very honest with you. I jumped on it to be selfish for a second. And it's okay to be selfish as long as you're operating out of abundance. I jumped onto this to look at bringing my subscriptions down because I am that StreamPro super streamer. I had 8 subscriptions. I thought I had 7. We actually had 8. We found another one yesterday. So we were spending close on $160, $180 Australian on subscriptions. And so this did help me save me money. It saved me $40 a month. And then I thought if I could help others to do the same thing through the incentivized rewards program, I could probably bring my subscriptions down to the equivalent of 0. I could earn, my commissions to justify our super streaming needs, the price of peace, the price of entertainment. And if I could help just a handful of people do that, then great. All of a sudden, in 5 days, I've unlocked Pro 500. It's that got me to stood up here. And it's oh, hang on. This may be something that'll help me achieve my mission, which is to help people like you earn your first $10,000 a month online. And that's when I got really fired up. And that's when I got into gear and second, third gear and let's go run. So lock arms with me. Let's go build something magical together. And let's go bless a lot of people. Thank you for your time. We'll see you on the next one. Stay caffeinated, stay legendary, and bye for now.